There are a few words that are key to unlocking the economic arguments of this election campaign. Let's take a look at what a few of them mean.
Mr. Harper has got Canada heading into recession again.
In a time of recession,
to fall into permanent recession.
The Harper government's own legislation defines a recession as the economy shrinking for 2 straight quarters, a total of 6 months, through gross domestic product, or GDP. That's the value of all the goods and services produced in the country at a given point in time. So it seems simple enough. The economy shrank for at least half a year, or it didn't. But there are also concepts like a technical recession.
We are 1 month away from a technical definition of recession.
Sure, the economy shrank for half a year, but it's one industry that's feeling the biggest pain: energy. Some economists argue a true recession is driven by more than one sector. They would argue that makes this a recession in name only, aka a technical recession. Recessions can also be measured by other factors like retail sales and housing. It usually takes longer for that data to come in.
So that means that the economy did have a mild contraction in the first half.
The governor of the Bank of Canada has used the word contraction rather than recession, possibly to avoid wading into a heated political debate. A contraction acknowledges the economy has gotten worse, but it doesn't say for how long, so it isn't necessarily as bad as a recession.
Now the middle class sees its revenues stagnating.
we're stagnating in growth.
Economic stagnation is different from a recession. The economy doesn't have to shrink, but basically it comes to a standstill, either not growing or growing very little. And economists argue that we need growth to create jobs and wealth. That will help us pay for things that keep getting more expensive, like healthcare and pensions. Now, politicians want to promise growth for all of those reasons too, but right now it is also about growing their vote. Catherine Cullen, CBC News, Ottawa.